Welcome back, Tarot students. Welcome to Tarot Tidbits or Taste of Tarot. That is the name of the playlist here. So we have finished up the fives and we're moving on to the sixes. Now, the fives were super chaotic and super dramatic. The sixes bring us a little respite. We get to rest for just a moment or two before we go back into a more structured chaos of the sevens. So let's talk about how the sixes bring moments of movement toward balance. So it can be through generosity, transition, or return to harmony. But we're going to explore these numbered cards, the sixes, and some of their symbolic messages. So let me bring up that card view. As always, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and ask your questions down below because I will answer them as they come in. So if you have lessons about how to read a particular card or some different meanings, ask away. We're staying in the upright, of course. We'll get to those reversals soon enough. But we start with our Six of Wands. The scene is a rider on a white horse holding a wand with a victory wreath, and he's surrounded by supporters that are very happy to see him. So do want to point out that this is, because it's a six, we are not done yet. So this is a successful battle won. We still have to win the war. It's just a battle. There's still more road to travel down. We see the colors of red for triumph and passion. We see white in the white horse for purity of achievement, and green growth all over that poor little pony who's coming back from the war. So the meaning of this card, we get recognition, public success, and confidence after struggle. The laurel wreath is a timeless victory symbol. So you're going to see that throughout the tarot. I also want you to notice the symmetry of the wands in the background. The symmetry is indicative of the collective behind him. Collectively, everyone is more or less excited to see this guy come back. They're in alignment. We see that same kind of alignment in the Six of Swords, which we're going to go right to here. And we have a fairy being moved from crazy waters down here in the corner to the smoother waters. This is absolutely a rescue mission with all of the swords in alignment. We are convicted when we see swords, if they are hammered, held. These particular ones are hammered through the boat, which doesn't make any sense because then the boat would sink, but suspension of disbelief. So we are in alignment of thinking, and we are convicted with those swords firmly planted into the boat. We have gray skies for a somber transition, but we have blue water for emotional movement and the brown boat for stability and change. The meaning is we're moving away from difficulty, the journey toward healing, coming out of those chaotic waters and moving into smooth ones. This is both physical and emotional for the person sitting and for our characters in the cards. So we move on to the Six of Cups. Now, everybody loves the Six of Cups. It's joyful. It's beautiful. Everything's in alignment. It's the only card where we see flowers in the cups. We have a beautiful castle keep, and there's a child offering a cup filled with flowers to another adorable child. The soft yellows are warmth, innocence, nostalgia. The white flowers are sincerity and purity. What this card should inspire in you is an emotion of a beautiful summer day from your childhood. Mine, I'm sitting at a picnic bench with my cousins. We're all sticky and covered with popsicle juice because we've been swimming in our grandmother's pool all day long, and we're suntanned. We've got nice little freckles and sunburn on our nose. That is the kind of feeling that I want you to get. I want you to smell the hot dogs cooking, see the parents doing whatever they're doing over there, and you are just having a great time reveling in childhood. It's a super, super sweet card, and we want to honor how that feels, that moment. So for you, I want you to take a moment, meditate on that card, Find your happy summer spot. If it's a time at the beach when you were in college with your girlfriends, so be it. If it was practicing football on the pitch when you were 16 years old with your buddies, totally fine. Whatever it is, I want you to meditate. Find this moment. It is a moment of peace while you are in a period of growth. So find that moment for yourself in meditation and apply it to this card. I will be doing another class where we talk about meditating and infusing the cards with memories and experiences of our own so that it's more accessible to you as you're reading them. So our last card that we have here is we have our Six of Pentacles. And we do have a wealthy man balancing the scales. He does have scales in his hand. Again, this is indicative of the balance of the sixes, the safety and sanctity and stability of the sixes. We're looking at that. And he is giving coins to the needy. When you see different levels of height here, I want you to appreciate it as inequity of power, whether that is political power, business power, or even financial power. It really is, this person has much, much more sway over this person. So you may see that the person that you're reading for is coming from a very, very stable spot and able to help other people, or you may see that your person may be utilizing that inequity to their advantage. So be very careful when you read this. It is some of the colors that we see here: red for action, the gold. The gold coins, it's really kind of an orange, but that's material resources. The brown earth tones here from the needy is groundedness. So we're looking at this card as charity, fairness, reciprocity can also be a key word for this. And remembering those scales that represents balance in giving and receiving, and also the balance of calm in a very chaotic world. So keep all of that in mind. I think you guys are, enjoying this. I'm getting a lot of great comments on it. Again, we can tie this into a major arcana card, the Lovers, which is cooperation, getting together, business contracts, finalized contracts, those kinds of things. So unity, choice, harmony, we get that in the sixes. We can totally understand that in the sixes. So our closing thoughts: the five, so disruptive. They're so disruptive. They are chaotic and crazy, and they ruffle our feathers. But the six, that restores us. It replenishes us. It gives us the time to sort ourselves out. We are flowing and growing at the same time, but in a very safe spot. The sixes teach that growth comes not only from overcoming conflict, but also from generosity, connection, and moving forward with purpose. So I hope you guys are really enjoying this. I love to teach. If you want to ask any questions down below, please, please, please drop them in the comments. I will respond to them. No matter if this is 5 years in the future, if I'm still on the planet, I will answer them. Also, if you want to learn more about tarot, you can join my digital academy or any of the off YouTube classes that I do. I am doing more and more classes just offline, where we sit and we talk about psychic things, tarot, Lenormand, psychometry, some other fun psychic things. So I hope to see some of you in my future, and stick around because we're going to hit the sevens sooner than later. So thank you so much, and I will see you soon.